it's here, Lene, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you guys get notified every time your girl posts. And let's get into this video. Okay, so as you guys can see by the title, I'm going to be talking to you guys. I left it a little cliffhanger-ish, but I'm going to be talking to you guys about my anemia, how I almost needed a blood transfusion, my symptoms that I have been having, and just talk to you guys about all of that because it's been part of the reason why I've been like taking like a step back from especially posting, just to like get myself together. But I'm not gonna keep talking for too long, so let's get straight into it. So first I'm gonna start off with the symptoms I've been experiencing for like over, I guess, the last couple of years, but it just like progressed, like it got worse. I haven't taken my iron pills in like years because they make me feel sick. So I was like, plus I didn't think like anemia was that big of a deal. My mom would tell me like, you need to start taking your iron pills because it's a serious thing. I seen a girl get passed out and had to get airlifted and all this other stuff. Like it's not nothing to play with. And I'm like, okay, I'll start taking them again and then I'll stop. Like I said, I had eventually just stopped taking them altogether because I got tired of feeling sick when I was taking them, and I didn't think, like I said, it was a big deal. Over the years I was experiencing like super bad insomnia, sleeping all the time, like I could sleep for like 24 hours or more. Those were like the early signs. Then eventually as time went on, I started getting migraines like really bad all the time. Nosebleeds. The shower, it would be hard for me to take a shower because I'm like running out of breath. I couldn't stand up for too long. It would be so bad to the point where I would literally like have soap all over my body and I would have to like hop out the shower to like lay down. So without rinsing myself off or anything, because I could feel myself getting ready to pass out. Standing up for too long to cook. Like barely had any energy to do anything. Just like, I just didn't feel like doing nothing. Like I always just needed to sit down somewhere because I just felt exhausted. And every year I would get my checkup for everything. And usually they had been like keeping track with that, like as far as in my blood work for, because it's a specific thing that they got to put on your blood work to look for when you're anemic. But they haven't did that in like a long time, like in some years they haven't did that. So, and for whatever reason I never asked, 'cause like I said, I didn't think it was a big deal. So fast forward to my recent symptoms, it was all of the things that I had previously said, but now it was starting to get to the point where like life was just like I was not in the mood to do anything. Like I didn't feel like making music. I just wanted to get up, bathe, brush my teeth, wash my face. I felt myself like losing any drive, anything. It was just like everything to me felt like an exhaustion. I was like slowly starting to go into like a depression, which anemia will cause all of these things, I'm saying. I had a lot of brain fog. I would forget stuff all the time. Mid-sentence, I'm talking to somebody and I'll just forget. And then my face was like super duper pale. Super pale. My under eyes were super duper black. And the scariest part about it was because I thought I was fine. Like my mom had been told me maybe I should go to the doctor and get checked. But I was like, it ain't nothing wrong. Like, and then she would be like, well, you need to go outside because you need to get some vitamin D. Like you're really pale and your under eyes are like really dark. And I'm like, this is not funny. This is not funny because it's actually really scary. I did not see it. To me, I looked perfectly fine and I was far from that. So let me fast forward to how I found out, right? Because I didn't initially go to the doctor. Always something loud driving around here. So now let me tell y'all how I initially found out, because I didn't just go to the doctor to check my blood for my anemia. I actually went for something else. So first, probably like 2 to 3 weeks before I went to the doctor for the thing that sparked me finding out what my blood levels was and all that other stuff, I had this migraine. Like this migraine would not go away. I had this migraine for almost 3 days. It was no breaks in between, no painkillers, nothing was getting rid of it. Like it was just constant. hurting. So I was like, first I went through it the first day, almost the whole second day, and I'm like, nah, I need to go to the doctor because something's wrong. Like, I've had migraines before, but this one just felt different. Like, the way it felt, it just felt different. So my mom took me to urgent care. We went to urgent care and we sat at this hospital like all day just for them to say, oh, we're just gonna give you some ibuprofen. Like, not check my head or nothing. I'm like, oh no, like, we need to go somewhere else because I really think something is wrong. So we go to another doctor. We end up going to Kaiser. Kaiser got in or whatever. The nurse came in and see me. She was like asking me all these questions about like if my vision is blurry and all this other stuff. And she was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna give you a steroid. So she gave me a steroid, yada, yada, yada. Before she went out the room to go give me the stuff, she was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, you look really pale. Like, are you sure you're okay? And I was like, yeah. So y'all, it's a mirror in the room where she was evaluating me. A mirror behind me, right? On the little, you know, that little bed that you sit on, and they put that little white paper on, you sit up there. That's where I was sitting at, but there was a mirror sitting like on the wall behind me. So when she left the room, I turned and looked at the mirror, right? I'm fixing my hair and I remember going, yeah, like, this is not funny. I'm saying this to spread awareness, like, big time. I looked at myself in the mirror and I'm like, yeah, I look fine. Like, I look good. Like, I was really thinking that in my head. But now that I think back at it, I looked like a ghost. Like, from what I remember seeing, now that I got like a clear mind, I remember looking like a ghost. Like, I was so white. I had no color in my face at all. And my under eyes, like, they're getting better. But still got a little ways to go. But they were like, okay, boom. That was my first time. Actually, that was the second time, because I told you my mom had been telling me, this doctor had told me, my body was already giving me signs. I just told y'all all the symptoms I was having. That last migraine that I had, my body was trying to tell me, like, you need to go to the doctor because something else is wrong. I wasn't getting any oxygen to my brain. So let me fast forward to the other part so I can get to that part. So those were my 2 warnings, right? My mom kept telling me, I didn't listen to her. Didn't go to the doctor. Had this headache that wouldn't go away that forced me to go to the doctor. And somebody else told me the same thing my mom had been telling me. Didn't listen. This is the 3rd time now, okay? 3rd time's the charm. So my tonsils, they bother me sometime. Come to find out, I Googled it and I had all of that is tied into my iron. But okay, so my tonsils like will be bothering me like a lot. So I made an appointment to see if I can get a referral to an ENT doctor to try to get them removed. Oh, and I wanted to get like some lightening cream that I had seen. I'm not trying to like get lighter, y'all. I just had some blemishes on my face. So I get to the doctor. She come in and she asks me what I'm here for, whatever. She makes my referral for the ENT doctor. She makes my referral for the ENT doctor, and then she submits in the prescription for me to get the cream. Okay, y'all, so now here is the 3rd warning, right? She's like, is that your normal skin color? And I was like, yeah. And then she was like, this is not matching like your arm, right? And then I'm like, mind y'all, I told y'all, to me, I was fine. So I'm like, I just like went like this, like, I don't know. Like, first she asked me, have I been feeling okay? And I'm like, yeah. And then she was like, well, I just want to get some blood work done for you just so we can check to make sure everything's good. And I was like, okay. And she was like, yeah, because you look a little pale. And I was like, well, I am anemic, but I don't take my iron pills because they make me sick. And then she was like, oh, well, if you don't take your iron pills, maybe I could put you in a request to see if you can get iron infusions. But it's hard to get accepted for the iron infusions. You really have to be like super duper low on everything for like it to get approved, basically. So I'm like, okay, well, let's do that, because I really don't like taking my iron pills anyway. So if I could just do that, That's perfect. So I go get my blood work done there, and then 2 weeks had went by. First I'm thinking like, okay, nothing's wrong, because if it was like something bad, they would have been calling me. Like 2 weeks is a long time. Usually they call me like a week. So 2 weeks go by, it's my doctor. I'm thinking they just called me and tell me like everything's good, because it's already been like, it's going on 3 weeks now. So she's like, hi, is this Tiara? I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, well, I'm just calling to tell you that your blood is like super low. Like, it's severely low. Your body is just running off incentives. This is exactly what she told me. You need to go to the hospital. Now, you need to go to emergency as soon as possible, because you're gonna need a blood transfusion. I was like, okay. Y'all know I laid back down. I hung up the phone and laid back down. I'm still not thinking like, I'm like, there's no way that I need a blood transfusion. Like, that just sounds crazy. So I laid there for probably like 10-15 minutes before I got up. And I was like, let me get up. Mind you, I'm exhausted already. I have this feeling of exhaustion. I don't even want to get up out the bed to even go do that. It was like nothing in me that was like, what? I need to, like, no, it was still just like sluggish. So I got up, brushed my teeth, told my mom what they said. She got up like a firefighter, okay? Got dressed, took me to the hospital. They did blood work again on me, because they can't just give me a blood transfusion without doing their own labs. So after they did my blood work, they came back and they told me like, your level is at a 7. It needs to be at 6 in order for us to give you a blood transfusion, so you can't get that. But 7 is like still severely low. So I'm like, okay. Mind you, I didn't know 7 was still that low until I called my practice, because all this happened on a Friday. They called me on a Friday. I went to the hospital on a Friday. By the time I got home, my primary care was closed. So when they told me that, I'm like, why would they tell me that I need a blood transfusion if I don't need one, you know? They told me my level was at a 7, I'm good. But no, like, that's not good. It's nowhere near a healthy level. So I called my primary care doctor Monday, and I tell them like, they told me my level was at a 7 and I don't need a blood transfusion. They're like, no, they should have gave you a blood transfusion still. Like, that's protocol, because your blood is like, that's how low your blood is, like super low. Even if it was at a 7, they were still supposed to do it, because the last time we did the blood work, it was at a 6. It was still supposed to get done, but they didn't do it. So the doctor, so my primary care ended up referring me to a hematologist to start. My bad, y'all. It said my storage was full. I needed to clear my recently deleted. But yeah, so basically she put in a referral for me to go to a hematologist, and I got approved for that. So I've been on iron infusions. I've already done 3. I got 5 more to do. I had an appointment today. I'm a little sleepy, but I told you guys that I was going to be posting every day, and I wanted to talk to you guys about this too. I wanted to make this video to talk to you guys about this, because I know it's a lot of people dealing with the same thing. But yeah, that's basically everything. I'm fine now. You know, I was putting a lot of stuff, prioritizing a lot of stuff that wasn't important over myself. And now I'm at a point in my life right now where, like, seriously and genuinely, I'm putting myself first and taking care of myself. Like, when I say I literally have no distractions. I think I've told you guys this before in previous vlogs, where I'll be like, yo, I'm just so focused. I'm focused on myself and I'm not talking to anybody, da, 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 da. And then, but it was always still like, in hopes of maybe still talking to somebody, or somebody still lingering, or some type of distraction. But like, when I say that this time, I mean like genuinely, wholeheartedly. There's no distractions, nobody on my heart, nobody on my mind but God, okay, and my music, and focusing on me and my health. And at first, like I said, I wasn't prioritizing that, but I definitely wanted to make this video. At first I was like, do I want people knowing about this? Should I just keep this to myself? But why not? I decided I wanted to share, just because like I said, I know it's other people going through the same thing. So if you are happening to experience any of those symptoms that I experienced, not saying that it may be something else. It may be from something else. It might not be from anemia. But those were the things that I experienced. So maybe go get your blood. Maybe go get checked and have your doctor, you know, check all your blood levels and stuff like that, and just make sure you're good, because it's actually like really serious. And if you already know that you're anemic and you don't like taking your medication, like I said, I know it's hard to get approved for the iron infusions. Take your iron pills, just take them. Like if they make you sick, well, a trick that I learned was to eat, choose some food, and then wait like an hour. If you could wait 2 hours, wait 2, but I wouldn't even chance it. Just wait like an hour after you eat and then take your pill. Another trick I heard was to take your iron pill with orange juice, and it shouldn't like upset your stomach, but I never chanced that because the pain and the nausea that them pills put you through, I just didn't even want to deal with it. So I would make sure I put something in my stomach at least an hour before I took my pills. And yeah, take care of yourself, you guys. I didn't realize anemia was that big of a deal. By the grace of God, I thank God that I didn't need no blood transfusion, because I don't think I would have did it, honestly. Like it would have had to be in like life or you know what, because to have to put somebody else's blood in me, like that's just too much for me. But by the grace of God, I didn't end up happening to do that. So don't let yourself get that low to the point where you have to do that. Just take your pills, because you're literally just killing yourself basically. It's like you're slowly doing that. That's where the migraines is coming from, because I wasn't having any blood flow like going to my brain, like, you know. So yeah, anemia is like a really serious thing, and I had to find out the hard way, not too hard. But yeah, I'll also experience body aches. If you are thinking about getting on the iron infusions, or if you just got approved for the iron infusions and you're wondering how the iron infusions are, the one that I'm on is called Dextran, and they say like that's the oldest one that comes with the most like symptoms, I guess. So what I would say is, before you get your iron infusion, don't go looking up like what other people's experience and stuff was, because I did the same thing, and I've seen a lot of people were taking the Dextran ones. Some people were taking the other ones, but it's a lot of people that do Dextran. And they were saying how like their chest was feeling like it was about to cave in, they couldn't breathe, and all this other stuff. So all of that was already in my mind going into it, and I was literally making myself feel like I couldn't breathe. Nothing was wrong with me. That's one thing. Number 2, make sure that they do a test run on you first. They're supposed to do that automatically, but for whatever reason, the doctor that did mine, the doctor that's doing mine was like, are you taking iron pills? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, well, you shouldn't be allergic. And I'm like, no, I still want you to do a test first, because you don't know that. I don't know that. She wasn't gonna do a test first. She was finna just give me the whole bag. Do not let them put that whole bag in your arm before you make them do like a little test poke. So they'll give you like this much of it, and it's gonna be just straight Dextran. It's not gonna be diluted with the I can't think of the saline, I think that's what it's called. Okay, it's not gonna be diluted with the saline. So it's gonna be about this much of it, and they're gonna put it in you and make you wait like 30 minutes to make sure you don't have no reaction, make sure you're not getting like red around the needle or whatever like that. If you're good, you can breathe and all that good stuff, then they'll finish the dosage. What else I want to tell you guys? My first infusion, I was just tired when I got home, so I showered, ate, and went straight to sleep. I went in the morning. I slept like the whole day pretty much till like that night. But so far what I've been experiencing is I've been going to sleep at a really good time. my insomnia was like really, really bad to the point where I couldn't sleep. So I've been getting me some really good sleep early and waking up early and feeling like rejuvenated. I just feel like more alive. I feel like I got more energy. I feel like I haven't felt like this good in a long time. So can't wait to see after the 8 weeks is up to see how I really feel. But overall, I feel really good. I'm excited to see about my hair because I heard when your iron is low, your hair is thin. My hair was pretty thin, so I can't wait to see how my hair thickens up. Just a bunch of different stuff. Y'all, if this phone say my storage is full one more time, I'm gonna scream. Let me just hurry up and wrap this video up so I can clear up some storage for the next video. But basically today was day 3 basically today was week 3. And it seems like every time I go, I feel like a little bit different stuff. Like I experienced something different. Like this time I experienced like a little bit of burning in my veins on the side that I was getting the infusion, and my entire arm was like aching. And then you feel like this like coldness in your veins. Like it was weird, but it didn't last the whole time. It was only for like spurts towards the beginning, and then it went away and it didn't come back. So hopefully it doesn't keep like progressing, the things that are happening. So hopefully it doesn't keep progressing as the weeks go on, but I will keep you guys in the loop on that. Like I said, this is barely week 3, so I have 5 more weeks to go. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative, and like I said, y'all, please take care of yourselves. And if you are experiencing anything that I said in this entire video, go get yourself checked because you might be anemic too. And if you already know that you are anemic and you don't take your iron pills, please take your iron pills, because this is like nothing to be playing with. Like I'll never play with it again. But yeah, that is it for today, and I will catch you guys in the next video. I probably won't tell you about the engineer situation until next week, because I'm trying to save some stuff to post, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with y'all tomorrow. I know I need to go get my eyebrows done. Oh, I just bought a nail set, so that's what we'll do tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna do a DIY, and it's gonna be my first time doing my own gel nails and mani-pedi. But I love you guys. Y'all stay blessed, stay safe, stay dangerous, and I will catch you guys in the next video.